So I had my second experience of reading a book in one sitting, and that book was Between Heaven and Earth by Eric Walters. And I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. This is part of the Seven series, or Seven the series, which is a middle grade series about a grandfather who dies and leaves a quest for each of his 7 grandsons. And each book is written by a different Canadian author and is in the point of view of each different grandson. And they all go together because they're all about the grandson doing the quest for their grandfather who has passed away. But they don't need to be read in order, and they don't even need to all be read in the series. They're all standalones, but they're part of a series. Which is pretty cool. I have the entire series, but this is the first one that I've read, just because I've read Eric Walters before and I wanted to read this one first because, I don't know, I just wanted to. This particular book is about the oldest grandson, DJ, who is almost 18, and his quest is to go to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro and spread his grandfather's ashes. It's just about him doing exactly that. The beginning is, just explains them being sad about his grandfather dying and going over the will and everything, and when they find out that they have to do a quest and everything like that. And that goes by pretty quickly, so it can get into the story pretty quickly. And it's just pretty much as soon as he steps foot off the plane, things go wrong, a whole bunch of stuff happens, everything goes crazy, and then he climbs the mountain, and it's a lot harder than he thought it would be, and it was really good and exciting and interesting, and it was like action-packed. It was fantastic. I loved it. I couldn't put it down. What I also really liked about it was there was a lot of exclamation points in it, which I find doesn't happen very often. Maybe it's more common in middle grade books. I don't know. Or maybe they just did exclamation points in this book. And they kind of made me laugh when there were exclamation points, but they completely helped with the type of feeling that he wanted to get across. If there were no exclamation point, it would have had a bit of a different feeling with those sentences. But because there were exclamation points, I was like, oh my god! I thought that was cute and awesome. The main character, DJ, I wasn't a huge fan of him. He was okay. I mean, he was nice, but he was really, really cocky. And I thought he was going to get less cocky as the story went on, and he didn't really. I mean, he kind of did, I guess, but not really. So I was hoping there would be a little bit more growth there, but there wasn't really. But I mean, it's a kid's book, and it wasn't very big, so I guess there isn't that much room for growth. But other than his cockiness, he was a good character. I loved Sarah. She was hilarious. She was one of the guides, and just like the way that she talked, and she was just funny. I can't tell you because I don't want to give stuff away. You should just read it, and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, you're right. Sarah is hilarious. Also, at the beginning when they were learning about the grandfather leaving them these quests and everything, it was really touching, and it was in the video, and when he was describing the video and how his grandfather seemed in the video and everything, I wanted to cry. I didn't cry, but I was close to it. I felt teary, because it was just really touching, and I felt really bad for this old sweet man who's dead now, and I was like, aw, sad grandfather's dead. And then the end was really touching, and it made me cry. I cried at the end. And it also has a lot of really good life lessons in it. I feel like it's just full of good analogies and good ways to look at life. I'm going to read some of the quotes. I have them written down. One sec. He is a great man, but more important, he is a good man. Good. It's one thing that they stole your possessions. It would be a far worse thing if they were to steal your compassion. Go through the tired. Go through the pain. Believe you can do it. Try, and you can't fail. There were a few other ones that I liked, but I didn't write them down, so I'm not going to find them. And then there were some ones that made me laugh, but you'll just have to read it and laugh for yourself. But yes, this was a really, really good book. It was exciting. It was just full of excitement. It didn't stop. It was just right away, oh my gosh! Ah! And it was funny, and I liked the characters, and it had good life lessons in it as well. I'm excited to read the other books and see how they compare and how they differ, because they're written by different authors, so I'm quite interested. I wonder which one I should read next.